Hello, hello, hello. Yes, guess who's back? My name is Anika B. Smith, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. And this is a place that we talk about faith, life, business, and beauty. And please make sure that you subscribe. Please make sure that you share and you like, and make sure that you hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Today, this is going to be my first video in like 2 years, and I just wanted to take the time out to discuss why. 6 reasons to be exact as to why it took me 2 years to come back to this YouTube platform. So in this video, I'm kind of taking the time out to like relaunch my channel, to relaunch my brand, to relaunch my content altogether, and also just talk about why it took so long and the things that I want to do different going forward. So if you want to see how I created this look while doing so, which this ain't nothing but my little everyday, don't fret about it, because I did not focus, and I was not about to focus on the products and telling y'all what all. I'm not even putting them down in the description box, okay? Because I have a whole nother video that I'm going to be doing. My updated simple slay. We're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. My updated simple slay. I got a video coming for y'all, because even the way that I did my makeup today, the steps that I took, the majority of them, I didn't, or to do the majority of my face, excuse me, I don't even use that anymore. I don't even really do those things anymore. So we're going to save that for later. But in the meantime, let's jump into this video. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on in my life, why I left YouTube, what I'm going to do different going forward, how my channel is going to be changing. Yeah, just going forward, I want to better my channel and have a better connection with you guys. So we're just going to talk a little bit about the mistakes that I made, the reasons why I left, and I'm going to be doing my makeup while doing so. So let's just get into the first reason. The reason that we're here. No, but seriously. Okay, so the first reason why I left YouTube is unorganization. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off. I already did my brows, and not all the way. I just filled them in a little bit. So I'm going to be, I didn't prime though. So I'm going to prime my face. So as organized of a person that I am, or that I try to be, I was not organized when it came down to YouTube at all. So when I say unorganized, I mean, when it comes down to planning content, I was like recording randomly. I had no real structure. That's what I mean to when I say that I was unorganized. You know, I just know that I'm a beautician, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a makeup artist, and I'm also a, entrepreneur, and I have my own business, and I can use YouTube as a channel or source to put my business out there even more. And so I just kind of went off of that and went off of a whim. We know now, even with Instagram and stuff, and how big of a platform Instagram is now, that you have to plan out your content. You know, if you're going to be putting content up, especially if you're going to be doing reels, if you're on TikTok, you want to plan your content out so it looks nice when you upload it. And it's been that way for a long time with YouTube. You can't just go and record. I mean, like, some people do it, but I felt myself doing it like that all the time, and it was really kind of like stressing me out, and it took the fun out of like YouTube for me. So that's the first reason why I left. And I just want to finish doing my base real quick so that I can get on to the next step of my makeup and on to the next reason. All right, so right now I'm looking real crazy, but I had to hurry up and finish priming so this video doesn't take all day. By the way, this is not the easiest thing. Oh my God, I thought coming back would be so much more easy, but I have to get used to the camera again. I'm like so camera shy in a way, and it's just like, makes you feel like really vulnerable, you know, like it's brand new all over again. So the next thing I want to talk about is I wasn't well equipped. You know, I wasn't really well equipped to start my channel. I was just working with tongue tied. I was just working with what I had, and it worked. It helped, you know, for the moment. But honestly, I was just constantly comparing my content and the quality of it to everyone else's. I started with what I had, and I was using my phone, you know, like most nowadays, most YouTubers do. But at the same time, like I said, the quality wasn't as good. So whereas you could use a 13, you know, 13 plus Pro, 13 plus Pro Max, and whatever, all the different iPhones that they have now, all of the different Galaxy phones they have now, which have amazing cameras. My camera wasn't as great, but it worked out. But I found myself constantly doing things like I kept wiping my camera, thinking that it would make my quality look a lot better. Also, the phone that I had when I first started my YouTube channel was a 7 Plus. So that was my very first iPhone, and I bought it for that reason. I wanted this look that I can get from a camera but with a phone, and realistically I just couldn't get that. And I found myself getting kind of like, you know, overwhelmed with that, you know, not being happy with the quality of it. Plus I'm brand new at YouTube, so all of the things that I was looking for this certain quality, this certain look right away that I needed to work toward. And I didn't understand that because I was like just being really impatient in that kind of a way. Also, I bought a laptop, I bought a MacBook Pro, but I didn't do my research. I was just in a rush to hurry up and get a MacBook Pro because I felt like that's the kind of laptop that I needed to do what I wanted to be able to do, so that I could, you know, have an editing app and stuff like that, because since the MacBooks come with the iMovie app. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get this, and I just rushed and got this really old, really slow MacBook Pro, and it was so old. It's even older now, but it was old even when I got it. And I didn't do my research on like the series of it, and you know, like with the condition that it was in. And it wasn't in good condition even when I bought it, and I still paid a lot of money for it. So I just had to work with it. And for the reasons why I bought the MacBook in the first place, I couldn't even use it for. I was struggling. So I would struggle while I was downloading videos from my phone to my MacBook. I was struggling while I was uploading to YouTube. Like it would take all night, literally sometimes. It would take all night for a video to upload. And it just made the process so much harder. I just kind of like got really discouraged from that, you know, and I didn't want to continue trying to use what I had when I knew the stress that it was causing me. So that's reason number 2. So let's get on to reason number 3. I still ain't get these brows done. I'm sitting here with concealer on my hand, and see, we're gonna get it done now. So right now I'm about to do my brows for real. I'm gonna do my brows, okay? I'm gonna do them. And then we're going to go on to the next thing, because, you know, brows need focus. Here with it. Can't talk too much because that's when I mess up. All right, now brows are done. We're about to move on to the fun part, which is foundation, which I don't use. The next one is a good one. But the next reason is I lost my spark, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. After a while, it wasn't fun anymore, it felt more like work, that I wasn't getting paid for, because it takes a lot to start actually making money off of YouTube. And it just wasn't, I'm sorry about the lighting because it's just the exposure is doing a thing. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't fun and it wasn't fulfilling anymore. I felt like, because my quality wasn't the best and I was kind of like, in my feelings or whatever about that, and constantly comparing myself. In a way, I'm being very vulnerable and very transparent with everything that I'm saying right now because it's just 100% true, and I think I need to get it out also. But it felt like work. It felt like I was forcing myself, and I felt like I was constantly comparing my content to everyone else's, like always. It doesn't look as good as that. I want it to look like that. I want it to look like this. And because it was starting to feel forced, I felt like I was having to think a lot harder for topics and things to film about. Like something I was forcing myself to do so that I wouldn't stop, and so that I didn't feel like I was giving up, or I wasn't giving people a reason to say, see, I knew she couldn't do it. Different stuff like that happens, that go through your mind. And so I was just like, you know what? After a while, it just became all too much. It became like pressure. I felt like I was like putting myself under so much pressure to perform and to show up, because I just couldn't stop doing it. I started it. I gotta stop. I gotta see it through, and I think we do that sometimes, and we just like push ourselves to a limit that is like unrealistic, and also that we don't have to push ourselves to. Writers get writer's block. You can't force yourself to write something that you're just not inspired to write. And this platform is something for people who are creative. No matter the type of content you're creating, it could be for beauty, it could be for hair, it could be for tech, it could be for business, it could be for, for food, whatever the thing is that you're using this platform for. It's still creative. It's still all a part of being creative. And creatives need to be inspired. And if they're not inspired to do something, then it's not going to come out right. You're going to be able to see that they just weren't inspired to do it. It started to become all too much, really overwhelming, and I stopped enjoying it. I really stopped enjoying it, on top of the other 2 reasons that I've already, mentioned before. But there's more, because we have 6, right? We have 6 reasons. So reason number 4 is this. Also, I'm about to conceal now, so that's what I'm about to do while I explain reason number 4. I had to shift my focus, guys. I had to shift my focus. With all of that being said, I had to shift my focus. My focus was no longer YouTube. I had a business that I have a business that at that time needed so much focus. It needed so much attention, because I was still in the very new stages of it. I'm still trying to build my name, build my business. My business is called Great Rewards Beauty Studio, and at that time when I started YouTube, I was trying to build that. So I stopped working under people to branch off and launch my own business. And at that time, it's the same time I started doing YouTube. And it was just a little bit too much to try to focus on 2 things and build 2 platforms at once. So I couldn't do it anymore. And after a while, because I needed to build my business up, YouTube became a distraction in that way, and I couldn't, it wasn't allowing me to focus. After a while, I'm not making money off of YouTube right now. And I'm putting all of this attention into it. I'm not even making any money. So I need to be doing something that's going to make money, because we got bills. I believe at that time we were also planning a wedding. So it was just a lot. It was a lot. That was point number 4. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer real quick, and then we can get into the next part. But the last 2 are really important as well, and really dear to my heart, and it just, you know, ties it all together. All right, I think we are all blended out now. I think we're good. By the way, I feel so much better now. I was so uncomfortable at first. Like I'm still getting comfortable with being in front of the camera again, and being in front of an actual camera too. You know, it's different, but I feel much better now. So now concealer's on, and I'm gonna set this, and we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is parenthood. Yes, I am a mom. Oh my God, I love being a mom. I love it. I love being a wife, and I love being a mom. I cannot get emotional while I done sat there. Concealer is on. Okay, so we ain't got no time to be getting emotional, crying and all that while it's concealer on. You know, we can do that with the foundation, but once we conceal and we about to set, so I gotta keep it together. Anyway, yes, I'm a mother now. My husband and I welcomed our first child, our firstborn, into the world at the end of December of 2020. His name is Jeremiah, and he is the joy of my soul. PJ, I be calling him PJ, short for Prince Jeremiah, because he is the prince. He act like a prince, okay? Like, he is the prince. You gotta listen. He already has this whole like essence about him that he just know he the man. I just love him. You know, I love him so much. He's the best. He is. And so I thought about starting up YouTube again, but I became a mom, you know, and that in itself, oh my gosh, I had more time on my hands when he was like still a newborn baby, because I wasn't working. I was on maternity leave, and I was like thinking like, hey, this might be a good opportunity for me to start YouTubing again, and I can incorporate things about motherhood in it, you know, and the things that I was experiencing being a first time mom. And nope. No. Because it was different. For one, Jeremiah was exclusively breastfed. So no bottle, no formula at all, and no bottle. He wouldn't take it. He just wouldn't take the bottle at all. So imagine that, you know, and I'm thinking like, I don't know if that was because we didn't really introduce him to the bottle when we were in the hospital, but literally as soon as we came home, I started pumping and making bottles. He just wouldn't take it. He would not take it. Waking up every 2 hours, I had to feed him. In the middle of the night, I had to feed him. And even though moms would be like, just put some in the bottle, and then you can add a little Similac in there, and it'll fill him up, and he'll sleep through the night. not my son. Not think. No, he would not. No. I tried it all. So I really just had to like muscle through that. And also in the beginning, the first couple of months, he wouldn't go to my husband for long. If he wasn't hungry, he would like, my husband could, you know, walk around with him and stuff. He had to be doing something, or else Jeremiah would just go off. And he wanted me all the time, you know, and it was really hard to break away. And I'm a girl that likes to keep her nails done. I need to keep my nails done because of my job. The first time I went to get my nails done was like a month after Jeremiah was like a month old, a little over a month old. That was my very first time since the time I got birth. since the time I gave birth to him that I went to go get my nails done. And my husband, I called him and he was just in the background crying. And he just cried the whole time. Thank God that the nailery is not that far from my house. But he cried the whole time. The whole time. He just cried. It was like, oh, I came in the house and my husband just was like, felt like he was sad. And then because he couldn't do nothing to calm him down because they just wanted his mom. After a while, I couldn't even, for some time, it was hard to even like focus on business, you know, doing my business. I had to really just kind of hone in on both myself and my husband. We had to really like take time out to just learn that we're parents, because life, you know, it changes. It just changes just in an instant like that. And people don't tell you that. That's not even anything that you can really prepare for. But for all of you women out there, all of you wives out there who are desiring to be first-time moms and aren't parents yet, and you know, all of those things, just know that your life changes immediately soon as that baby come out. And people say it, but you don't get it. You know, I thought that they would know. For some reason, I thought that my son would know who's mommy and who's daddy as soon as they come out, even though it's an infant baby. But they don't know. They don't know mommy. They don't know daddy. All they know is eat. All they know is what makes them feel like home. All they know is where their food source is and where they like to eat it from. There's no sense of who's mom, who dad is. Like, they don't know. They don't care. They just want to feel like they want to feel closest to that thing that they were inside of, you know, that was home for them for the last 9-10 months. That's all they know. I didn't know that it would be like that. I didn't know that babies wake up every 2 hours. I found that out literally at the hospital, you know, and it was just a lot. I love him so very much. My husband and I are so blessed to have him. You know, I'm so grateful to God that he, you know, decided to give us a child like him, bless us with a baby like him. But you know, it's hard. It's very, 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 very hard. We're about to get into my last point, which is going in with blush. It just wasn't time. I just think that there is a time for everything. So I don't think that the time that I started, that it wasn't time for me to start. I do think that it was time for me to start, to just do it, to get a feel, to actually just, you know the ropes and know what it's like, because and to go through those like hard times that I had to go through with you know, learning how to create content, learning the YouTube ropes, learning how to upload and stuff like that, using different editors, like everything. I think that I was supposed to learn, you know, I think I learned what I was supposed to learn concerning that part. I also was going through a lot of personal things in my life and a lot of different transitions, where a lot of growing up, really. I was just going through a lot of growing up. I had to take that time, you know, to really just let God mold me and shape me in a way that I wasn't, you know, out of who I was into who I was going to be, who I was becoming, and who I'm still becoming. And being on YouTube while I'm going through that pruning season was just no. Also, it could have been something that I could have said out of turn, you know, because of something that I'm going through. When you're going through pruning and you letting God break you down and stuff like that to build you back up, it hurts sometimes, you know. It gets tough sometimes, and sometimes you just have to it's best to be by yourself so you don't say something that you shouldn't say, and then you got to come back later and apologize for it. Yeah, so that's another reason why. So to bring it all home now, well, before I talk about that, let me do my lip first, because I can't talk and do lip. I ain't doing it. Okay, so I'll be right back. Let me just spray my face real quick. Woo! Alright guys, so we all done. So like I was saying, to just bring it all home, let me get myself together, because here I go, getting distracted, doing all of the other things other than what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be finishing off this video, and I'm in here playing with my hair. Alright, I'm sorry. Let me start again. Okay, so just to bring this all together, now, get your words together. I am relaunching my channel. This is just my first video. Better quality, better content, more clear content, because so many things has happened in my life and so much has changed and evolved. This channel is now going to be dedicated to faith, life, my faith in Jesus Christ, just to be sure, because, okay, faith, life, business, and beauty. Okay, so I want to talk about all those different things. I want to share different topics, things that I've learned so far, things that I'm learning on the way. I want to share different things with you guys. So now I have more things to focus on as far as content, as far as what I want to post, as far as what I want my videos to be about, to consist about, and or to consist of rather. And I have more of an idea. I have a much better idea of where I'm going now, and that's something that I didn't have before. There we go. Direction. I have direction now. I have finally had divine direction from God on, you know, the path that I'm on now. Now I know the path. You know, now I'm not confused. Now I don't have to stop and go get myself together and try to figure out what in the world it is that I'm doing with my life anymore. You know, and the best thing about this whole thing is, if I didn't become a parent, you know, I wouldn't have this. It's like as soon as I became a parent, like so many different things. I manage my time better. I have more of a structured day. Every day that I have a plan now, you know, of what I want to do. I have a 3 to 5 year plan. I have short-term goals. I have long-term goals. You know, I have a car now too. Woo-woo! Yes, I got my first car. Also, I have a camera now, thanks to my dad. And because he got this for me. This was my Christmas gift last year. So that's why I got me a new camera now. And it's real nice. I mean, like, it's just so different. Even the way my makeup looks, it looks different. Like, it's just different, and it's just a lot better. I mean, because when I would record my videos on my phone, no lie, I would go from foundation to concealer to bacon, and I just felt like everything looked the same. Like, it didn't look like, it was no dimension. It was no like telling what I did or what I didn't do, what I finished or anything. Everything just looked so flat. It didn't pick up the, you know, all of the steps and bring the whole thing together. Everything just looked the same, and it was like bothering me so much. But now we going up, and I'm just really excited. So I hope to be consistent with you guys, as consistent as I can be. If I do gotta take a break, I'll take a break, but prayerfully, you know, it won't be nearly as long as it was before. And so I hope you guys will just continue this journey with me. And that's all I have. And I just want to say thank you for watching my video. I want to say thank you for coming back to my channel. I hope you enjoy the adjustments that I have made to my channel. I hope that it looks a lot better and more appealing to you. And if it does, be sure to like my video. Be sure to share it with a friend. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And I just want to say this to you guys, but from one thing that has been on my heart. If you have a thought in your mind and it is a lasting thought, then it should probably be a thing. You let that simmer. You'll get it next week. You'll get it next week. You'll get it next week. But anyway, I just want to say thank y'all. And until next time, bye-bye.